Good morning and welcome to Lariat TV News Today. I'm Christy Soto.
And I'm Caroline Waterhouse. Thanks for joining us.
Police are currently investigating the whereabouts of paintings that went missing from Old Main earlier before Easter break. The artwork Viktor Vasnitov's The Three Nights was reported missing last Thursday, but is only one of the three other paintings stolen since last fall. The other works of art are Robert Delaney's Tour de Eiffel and Gustav Klimt's Miss Adele Bloch Bauer remain missing from the time they were stolen. As a result of these robberies, the Department of Modern Languages and Cultures has decided to take more than 88 of their paintings down and has stored them in an undisclosed location. According to the department's interim chair, Dr. Michael Long, department officials will be meeting with the Baylor police today to discuss the robberies as well as enhanced security measures. Long said it is unclear whether the paintings were stolen by the same person. The Department of Public Safety is encouraging anyone with information related to the case to contact Baylor University Police Department.
Student body elections end April 6th, and student body presidential candidate Austin Allaire filed a complaint against his opponent, Hannah Causey, through the elections marshal on Wednesday. The complaint came after an Instagram post by a local clothing company that had endorsed Causey and offered a discount code under her name. The Electoral Commission found that Causey had not violated the Electoral Code. Allaire's complaint stated that the discount was free handout material and should be expensed to the campaign on a per-use basis. In Causey's defense, her team brought up that Allaire had been endorsed by the Lariat's editorial board and that his campaign had not been expected to expense the cost of the distribution of the student newspaper. On Thursday, Causey filed a counter-complaint against Allaire in regards to the locations of his Instagram posts, and the Electoral Commissions decided not to hold a hearing for that complaint.
An exhibit called What Were You Wearing is making its debut in various Waco locations. April is National Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and a few Waco organizations are partnering with Baylor for this special tribute. The Waco Family Abuse Center, the Waco Advocacy Center, and Baylor's It's On Us movement are coming together for awareness and exposure of sexual assault and violence. The exhibit will feature survivors' articles of clothing on doors to represent the behind closed doors mentality that exists with sexual assault. From April 5th through the 14th, the exhibit will be displayed in downtown Waco. April 16th through the 28th, the exhibit will be on Baylor's campus, and through the end of April, you can find the exhibit on McLennan Community College campus.
A large congregation of students, professors, and other community members gathered Wednesday night to remember Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The event, The Life and Legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a community reconciliation service commemorating the 50th anniversary of MLK's assassination, was held in Powell Chapel at Truett Seminary to remember the legacy of the civil rights leader. The service was divided into two portions, one remembering King's life and the other his lasting legacy. Leaders of various organizations spoke and read from some of King's most memorable speeches. To close, members of Alpha Phi Alpha sang the fraternity song and prayer in King's memory.
The Baylor rowing team will be dedicating a new boat to a Baylor Legend today. LTVN's Meredith Aldis has the story.
The Baylor crew will be dedicating its newest boat to Baylor legend Irvin Davis.
Irvin Davis and his family, they are the ultimate goal for this, to make sure that the name of Irvin Davis is not soon forgotten. And the things that he has done in his life, both with military and civilian service, are not soon forgotten.
When it came time to name the new boat, Aaron said he saw it as an opportunity to honor Davis for both his work at Baylor and service in the military.
It's a rough thing to get out of the military and just go back to, you can't look at things the same way. And so his story was that he couldn't look at things the same way. He had to continue service, even though it's something so simple as cutting hair. He had a major impact on the student life here.
Davis began cutting hair in 1955 in the Baylor Student Union building until retiring in 2011.
I went to barber school in Austin, and when I finished barber school, I came back.
He received 2 Bronze Star medals for his efforts in the military.
Roosevelt was president at that time. If twins wanted to stay together, they kept them together, which we did. And we ended up as a bazooka team. He loaded and I fired it.
Davis passed away early this March.
It's an interesting line, the Baylor light shine bright. That man shined bright. and something, again, so simple as cutting hair.
The ceremony will be Friday at 4 p.m. at the Baylor Boathouse. For Lariat TV News Today, I'm Meredith Aldis.
Starting this August, Baylor senior Hannah Neal will be taking a journey around the world to share the love of Christ with others. After rejection letters and uncertainty about what her life would look like after graduation, Neal said she discovered the incredible opportunities that the World Race has to offer. World Race gives participants a unique opportunity to travel, serve, and develop a deeper relationship with God through training camp and cross-cultural ministry. In the 2018 World Race, Neal will be traveling through 11 countries within 11 months, along with 200 other racers. Neal said the Baylor Lights initiative, as well as other support from the Baylor community and students, have encouraged her to follow her passion. She hopes to shine her Baylor light, but most importantly, to bring the light of Jesus to darkness.
The Baylor School of Education recently won a national honor recognizing its partnership with a local school district. The School of Education was awarded the Exemplary Professional Development School Achievement Award this March in Florida for their work with the Waco Independent School District. The partnership allows Baylor seniors teaching interns to gain experience in urban and suburban districts in order to prepare them for the settings they will be teaching in after graduation. The School of Education received the same award last year for its partnership with Midway ISD, making Baylor the only school with a teacher preparation program to win the award 2 years in a row.
Everyone deals with insecurities, whether they share them or not.
This Baylor student has shared hers with over 6 million people. We'll tell you how when we come back.
It's not just a school to me, it's home.
Everyone's there to help you and to see you succeed.
Challenging. Like, I'm here, I can do this.
Friends.
Friendship.
Relationships.
There's people that know you and people that are there for you around every corner.
It's the shared experience. Rigorous. Growth.
Transformative. Tradition.
Faith.
I've loved every second of it. It's family.
It's home.
It's Baylor.
A senior in journalism department has shared her insecurities through her writing. She created a blog her freshman year to inspire women to feel confident in who they are, and now her site is an inspiration to millions of women. Our reporter Christy Soto has the story.
This Baylor senior started a blog her freshman year that turned into a movement, and now she's a published author. Grace Valentine started the Enough movement aimed at helping women who have developed insecurities trying to live up to society's standards.
The whole goal of the Enough movement is to say you aren't enough for this world. Like, there will be someone who's prettier than you, and there will be someone who's more successful than you, and you aren't always going to get your way. But at the end of the day, that's not what life's about.
Studies show that over 60% of social media sites like Instagram has negatively impacted their self-esteem, and Valentine says by sharing her insecurities online, she's been able to help others.
I remember as I grew up older, I was like, I have to be pretty, and I can't control my face, I can't control anything else, but I can control my weight. And it became a big control thing about how to be a hotter and prettier girl and to be more enough. And so I began literally working out like every day for like 4 hours and counting calories to the extreme, and it got to the point too where I was even doing things that harmed my body in order to gain advancement in my image.
Her blog has over 6 million views from across the globe and has created a safe space for many women.
Whenever I'm feeling alone, I can go to her blog and I can look up a topic that I'm struggling with, and she's been through the exact same topic.
I think it's such an encouragement to not only me, but to other girls who just are sometimes struggling and who don't feel like they're enough, and just knowing that the Lord, through Him, we're enough.
She hopes her book, Am I Enough?, becomes a tangible way for girls to feel like they are not alone.
In those chapters, it will go through my stories, and then also times when I finally realized that the Lord needed to be my foundation and not just a guy's opinion of me. I promise to be honest with you, and I pray that you'll be honest with yourself too. Are you ready to dance with God instead of the world? I am.
Her book will be on the shelves at Barnes & Noble this summer and is also available online at Target and Amazon. Reporting for Lariat TV News, I'm Christy Soto. From the Texas heat to the South Pole, one Baylor professor is heading to Antarctica to study wildlife. On April 9th, an associate professor of biology in the College of Arts and Sciences, Stephen J. Trumbull, will head to Antarctica to study the leopard seal, a top predator in the area. The program is a 3-year project costing over $800,000 trawlers, where Trumbull and his colleagues will catch the animals and tag them. They hope to collect tissue samples to be able to track the seals over a 3-year study. Trumbull will conduct his research at the Cape Sheriff Field Station on Livingston Island, where he will return every spring to follow up on the animals. Their goal is to monitor the dive behavior, diet, habitat, and fuel use over time to see how the seals live and adapt in changing Antarctica environment.
Be sure to keep your eyes on the sky this weekend as the Navy's Blue Angels are heading the Heart of Texas Air Show in Waco for the first time in 30 years. That air show is the largest in Central Texas. The Blue Angels military jet demonstration team will headline the event and demonstrate the astounding speeds and precision flying their jets can achieve. Event President Debbie Standifer says the air show will further their mission to honor our military services and inspire youth to be involved in aviation.
A new Baylor study dove deep into the issue of social stigma surrounding mental illness. The researcher suggests that anti-stigma campaigns may be more successful if they remain neutral about the origin of the illness. Baylor Assistant Professor of Sociology Dr. Matthew Anderson headed the research on individuals with depression, schizophrenia, and alcoholism. It found that believing mental illness is biologically caused has become more common in recent years among both the public and health professionals, but it can easily inhibit the success of anti-stigma campaigns. Anderson suggested that a more neutral approach to anti-stigma campaigns might be greatly beneficial to the movement.
Students from all around the world are attracted to Baylor, especially to its School of Social Work. Christian leaders from various countries travel miles from home to participate in the Global Mission Leadership Initiative, which works to educate and empower international leaders. Participants in the program are offered full scholarships, mentorship opportunities, and support during their time in Waco. Program coordinator Catherine Deal said many alumni have graduated and prompted change around the world since the program's creation in 2008. One student who graduated from the program is currently starting a social work program in Zambia. Another is working for UNICEF in Malaysia, and another wrote the first child protection program in Myanmar. Deal said the program also benefits American students in the School of Social Work by exposing them to new and diverse perspectives.
People may often relate hypnosis with comedy acts and shy away from it for this reason. However, one graduate student, Mingwei Yeek, is studying how hypnosis may actually help relieve stress. Yeek said hypnosis has actually been used for a long time for clinical purposes, usually to empower the patient and focus their attention. In Yeek's study, participants come in for 2 lab visits where they will first answer some questionnaires, complete an interview, and review the skill guided by a researcher. Yeek said participation in the study is open to people in the community as long as they are at least 18 years old. Students enrolled in certain psychology courses may receive credit for participating. This weekend, our reporter Elizabeth Tharp is headed to Austin with a baseball team for their matchup against UT.
We have sports coming up when we come back.
It's not just a school to me, it's home.
Everyone's there to help you and to see you succeed.
Challenging.
Like, I'm here, I can do this.
Friends.
Friendship.
Relationships.
There's people that know you and people that are there for you around every corner.
It's the shared experience. Rigorous. Growth.
Transformative. Tradition.
Faith.
I've loved every second of it. It's family.
It's home.
It's Baylor.
The track team is preparing for the Baylor Invitational meet on Saturday at the Clyde Hart Track and Field Stadium. The men's team is currently ranked 18th in the nation and the women are number 26. The women are looking to continue their hot streak as they brought home first place in both the 4x400 meter relay and the 4x100 meter relay at the Texas Relays last weekend. The men's team brought home a top 3 finish as well in the 4x400 meter relay at the same meet. Field events begin at 10 a.m. Saturday and the running events start at 3 p.m. After losing 4 games in a row, the Baylor baseball team turned things around Tuesday night by taking down Lamar 2-1 at the Baylor ballpark. The team now heads to Austin to face the University of Texas in a 3-game series.
Do the things that we do really well because these are going to help us win. And yeah, we got lucky with a wild pitch strikeout that propelled a big inning for us, and Davion's able to get a double for us to score 2 runs. And like I said, with that wind howling in your face like that, and nobody can get a ball past an outfielder, that plays big.
Regardless of the score, even today, I don't think we played our best game, but Like I see the intensity in the dugout, the fire in the guys, just the way we played. We came out today ready to play, and I think we're going to take it into the Texas series this weekend.
This weekend against Texas will be a season-long 7-game road trip for the Bears, so the team will need to step things up and lean on their top players, such as senior closer Troy Montemayor, who is ranked second all-time at Baylor and third in the Big 12 with 33 career saves. Number 16, Baylor Softball picked up an 8-5 win earlier this week over Abilene Christian University in Abilene. Carly Wallace and Kyla Walker led the attack and both went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. They will look to carry that momentum into this weekend when they travel to Lubbock to take on Texas Tech. Baylor is still looking for its first Big 12 win after it dropped all 3 games against second-ranked Oklahoma last weekend. The first game is at 6 p.m. tonight. Former Baylor quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner Robert Griffin III found a new home in the NFL this week with the Baltimore Ravens. Though the former number 2 overall pick did not play last season after being cut by the Cleveland Browns in January of 2017, Griffin did play 4 seasons with the Washington Redskins, where he led them to 1 playoff appearance and won the 2012 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award. His contract deal with the Ravens is a 1-year deal worth $1 million plus a small signing bonus. He will back up longtime starter Joe Flacco. And that's sports.
And that's it for Lariat TV News today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.